Attention! Overview of the newsfeed for November 3rd. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but in the Western world, where there has been no war for over 70 years, there is a war. No, I am not talking about the Russian-Ukrainian war. I am talking about the Civil War, or rather the Cold War, which has been going on for about 20 years now. What is unfolding in the Western world will lead to a huge battle tomorrow that will determine the outcome of victory in this war. For now, I emphasize that this is a Cold War, which may, God forbid, turn into a hot war. The question is, who is fighting whom? And a more important question is what they are fighting for. For this, we need a very brief little lesson in history. Just 150 years ago, the world was socially unjust. The land belonged to landlords. Agricultural production was the main industry of the planet, and accordingly, if your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, minus 12 generations, was a warrior of some king, he was granted a plot of land, an estate, and you use that plot, renting out that land. By renting it out, I give it to the peasants, thereby taking away part of their labor. Why? Because you, my dear, are lucky. You had a great-grandfather, a great-great-grandfather who once distinguished himself in battle. There was one small nuance, though. You were lucky not only because your great-grandfather distinguished himself, but because in the next battle it will be you who goes to die, not your peasants who will stay behind and harvest the crops. The situation changed with the growth of agricultural production, meaning that fewer and fewer people were needed, and we practically went through 100 years of industrial revolution. That is, people worked in factories and now sold their labor for a salary. No one exploited anyone, contrary to what Comrade Karl Marx tells us. Don't want to. There was free competition not through work, and this violent class-based appropriation of the means of production from the peasants during the industrial era did not exist. The industrial era provided an astonishingly rapid growth of Western civilization, which is why we have quickly moved through it. And for about 20 years now, we have entered a different era. In this new era, it is not a repressive, regressive minority, the landlords, who exploit the majority of the population, but rather a repressive majority, the loafers and idlers, people who do not want to work yet wish to live well, who exploit the creative minority that produces the very goods. In the modern Western world, a person who has fully realized their potential, earning at least $100,000 or euros, is less of a person than one who has realized their process. Earning in this world simply cannot happen without giving about 40% of their personally earned income to the social system. That is, 2 out of 5 days, this person, a person who has worked hard to study, has built a career, and has achieved something in life, must give at least 2 out of 5 days to support the lazy, alcoholics, idlers, and people who do not want to work but want to receive some money. Such a level of exploitation did not even exist during feudal times,